2023's hottest nail trend, glazed donut nails. Don't you want to bite? What's my nail aesthetic? And don't just say hollow. Stain core, yes. Comfy gal, hollow core, T-core, sock girl, horse girl. I'm kind of like a gothic hollow core. Today we are reviewing 2023 nail trends. Lip gloss trend. This will be the new glazed donut manicure of 2023. Glazed donut nails looks like iridescent powder. So Hailey Bieber had shiny pearlescent nails and everyone went wild. Okay. Natural nail design, euphoria inspired nails. So to me, this is just a negative space manicure. So we're gonna take all this information together and we're gonna aggregate it, we're gonna average it, and we're gonna come up with a nail art design that speaks to 2023 nail trends. The one thing that all these articles had in common was negative space, or what they're referring to as like natural nails. Natural, clean, lip gloss, glazed donut, Hailey Bieber, Justin Tim Biebs at Tim Hortons, like that kind of look. I think that's kind of the common denominator that I think we have to do. Munchy, stretchy mensch. So if you're painting with me today, make sure to use hashtag #paintwithsimply on socials so I can see. My nails are nice and juicy and yellow. Lovely. Contrary to beauty editor opinions, yellow nails are not dirt. They are often stains, if we're talking about people in the nail community. A stain doesn't change anything though. It doesn't change like the health of your nails. It's literally just the color. If your nails are stained enough, you don't even have to paint your nails. Thanks, Ben. Yeah, that's also right. I could just do this and be like, guys, I painted my nails. So I'm gonna start off with smoothing base coat, which is a base coat from Holo Taco that is designed to help fill in your ridges. So it's like a ridge filler base coat. It does have a bit of a tint, like a BB cream, just to kind of neutralize the natural color of everyone's nails slightly. So that's one coat, and we're gonna do a second. What's on my other hand? The vibes are immaculate. So I am wearing Fake Date and Favorite Sister. Favorite Sister will be leaving us sadly, as she is a seasonal Christmas style season polish. Stunning. Need to be seen in person to appreciate. My smoothing base is about dry. I can tell it's dry enough to do a second coat. Wow. Okay, 2 coats really. Wow, damn. Not bad for very stained nails. Holy shit! Look at those natural nails. Hailey Bieber, move the fuck over. Look how the difference. That's 2 coats on all nails, and this is 1 coat. I'm thinking to make these natural nails look a little more glazed donut a la Hailey Bieber, we're gonna add an iridescent top coat. These are the options that I have currently, what's currently in Holo Taco's catalog, but there can be more. So I think I'm gonna use Pink Polar Princess because to me that looks the closest to what we're kind of seeing in 2023. That is this over black. If you put it over white, it's gonna look way more like a frosted glazy donut. Donut. Menchie hair. No. Guys, what's my aesthetic? Can you name my aesthetic? What's my nail aesthetic? And don't just say hollow. I think my aesthetic is more than hollow. Stain core, yes. Comfy gal, hollow core, T-core, sock girl, horse girl. Maximalism. I love excess. I love crazy ass, like exciting. I love the opposite of natural. What's the opposite of natural? Sparkle core. That's kind of, yeah, it's like sparkle, but also dark. I'm kind of like a gothic hollow core. Does that make sense? But also pops of like bright colors, but add hollow or iridescent. Like they need a special effect. I can't just pick one simple plain color. It needs to be color or darkness plus special effect. Like it's not special unless it's special. Shiny core. And you can see how adding an iridescent shimmer over a naked nail, let's pretend I'm naked, can give you that kind of sparkly, glistening morning dew. Oh, I just woke up like this, but like not actually. I put the same amount of effort that I would have put into painting my nails black, but let's pretend for a second that it looks effortless. It looks effortless, but requires the same amount of effort. Does it look like a donut yet? Am I a donut? There we go. Looks like Krispy Kreme. Looking like a snack. It's giving sparkly lip gloss. Oh, like Smacker's lip gloss? Hey, Hailey. Welcome to my salon. What do we think? Glazed donut? Are the vibes on? Delicious. Do not eat the nail polish. Why is this cute? Is this the like Tumblr aesthetic? What if I like take a picture of this and I just put it on Tumblr as a video? I think what I would like to do next to make this like really 2023 nail trend-esque is I'm gonna paint on some squiggly lines, but leave some of this as the negative space under base. So to do that, I think I need kind of a pastel-y creme, because that's kind of what I've been seeing consistently. They mentioned light pink, they mentioned like more like pastel kind of neons. It would contrast the shimmer. Paint like that little fucking swirl thing. And I wanna do it in white, because I think that kind of fits the aesthetic, but then also have a secondary color kind of swirl beside it. Benchy, you just sneeze? Oh, baby just sneezed. Nail art brushes. I'm taking this brush, which is the striping brush, and I'm just gonna pour a little bit of acetone to take shots. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna take this kind of like pastel purple, because I feel like this is kind of the color that I'm seeing a lot of. It's kind of like a brightish pastel, if that makes any sense. If there was a pastel neon purple to exist that is very opaque and creamy, it would be this. This is not lavender. Ooh, you will meet her at some point. NDA's in the chat, yes. I'm just gonna go like this. You know, get my stripe practicing on. You wanna make sure your bristles are very saturated, especially if you're using skinny bristles like this. And I'm kinda just gonna freehand. We're just doing random ass swirls. It's random ass swirl core. It reminds me of Party One Purple. Party One Purple's deeper, more purple. I would consider this a little pastelier, but not quite lavender. That's a pretty opaque creme, yeah? Do you think Haley does her own nails? No, she doesn't? Haley, but she's a TikTok girly, DIY girly. You actually might try something like this? Let's go, Summer. These are spring nails though, Summer, not summer nails. You'll have to wait until summer to try summer nails. I suck so bad at doing those lines. Seems easy, but any tips? So I agree with you. Freehand painting swirls is tricky. I am trying to stabilize my hand by keeping this hand down so it gives me better control. The other thing that's helpful is using a really long skinny brush as opposed to like a small stippled bristle, because if you're using a small bristle, it's way harder to like control and the shakiness is probably gonna come out more. But if you're using a long one, it's like easier to drag it on the nail. They call these striping brushes. Okay, the random ass swirls are growing on me. One other tip for like freehand painting your nails is to dip your bristle in acetone like often enough. I'm wiping it off just off camera, but I'm just wiping it on like a paper towel to clean. I'm essentially roughly cleaning my brush. It doesn't have to be completely clean. And then dipping back into the polish. You should be using a no mess mat or a silicone mat. It's really easy to clean, to throw down nail polish, to like do what I'm doing on the yogurt lid. I'm using the yogurt lid because I have like computer and tech all here, whatever. It's also important, like, you know, get some fresh paint. If it's starting to dry up a little bit, just get some fresh paint from the bottle. And if you're doing detail lines, I highly recommend using an opaque polish. No, how did that happen? It dripped. Shit, okay, I'm gonna have to turn that into a swirl. Ready? Troubleshooting. Is it gonna be a chonky swirl? It's the thumb. You know, no one cares about the thumbnail unless we're talking about a YouTube video. Totally intentional, okay? It's a little thick. Maybe we intentionally make some of the ends of them thick. Just a little bit. Remember, we're gonna put a glossy taco on top of all this, so anything that looks a little bit 3D right now is gonna get smoothed over. Now add rhinestones to the top. No, man. This nail look is essentially intentionally abstract and uneven. So it'd be weird to add like a rhinestone at the top, because like the top is different on every nail, you know what I mean? I seriously love this. Thanks, Sarah without the H. This is a fresh, not milky white. So do the same thing. You kind of load the brush, then do a couple stripes so it's not like too much on the brush. Nothing like a fresh bottle of creme polish. You ever get that feeling? You're like, oh yeah, the creme is fresh. I was gonna cross the streams, but I kind of like this better. Kind of like following the pattern of the purple with one of the whites. So it's kind of like an adjoining stream. Woo! If I do any more, I will overdo it, so I should stop. Is it time to stop? Should I stop? But I want to keep going. What if I add holo though? I'm truly trying to respect the 2023 projected nail trends and try and do something like it and not just like add holo to everything, which is, I know, literally my brand for like 10 years. This is pretty much an amalgamation of what we've seen in the literature review. You know, if I add holo, then I'm deviating from the conclusions. We'll go in with our glossy taco, which you want to make sure you do when it's mostly dry, especially because I just painted on kind of thickish creme lines. You don't want to do it like immediately after. You want to like talk for a good 10 minutes. You want to debate someone for 10 minutes. Just let the time pass. Just to make sure that your cremes don't run, that they kind of stay in place, and that you get like the fullest, nice, glossiest coat. Just realized I had a little bit of cleanup to do. What I'm doing is I'm taking my cleanup brush and I'm dipping that in a little bit of acetone. When I trace it around my skin, just the edge of the nail there, I just get a nice clean cut, if you will, from the shapes I just painted on. Looks professional. I dip, you dip, we dip. Dip it in the acetone. Does the brush get hard after dipping it in the acetone? So great question. So with any nail brush, but especially synthetic, meaning like not animal hair ones, you want to make sure you rinse off any acetone or solvents off the bristles after use, and then dry them, and then apply some nail oil or any oil really. Like, you don't have to use high quality nail oil on your brushes to let those bristles just stay supple when they're not in use. Nylon synthetic bristles, you need to be rinsing out solvents, or else over time those solvents are gonna kind of erode, like eat at the bristles when the taco hits. Dude, yeah, contrary to popular belief, our nail art brushes are not made out of menchie or Xyler hair. I'm gonna put on glossy taco again. You can see I'm intentionally laying it on really thick because I want extra gloss to make everything a bit more even, to settle in and to give that more shiny effect. And in case someone was asking, I am using glossy taco. Every time I show you guys data, it's only like the color nail polishes, but glossy taco is like definitely the true leaderboard of products purchased at HOLO Taco.
What do you think? What do you think?
What do you think?
What do you think? How'd I do, Haley? And I think this kind of suits the 2023 trend report. Nice. I might actually be able to recreate these. Hailey Bieber is quaking. You may have won me over. Okay, it looks stellar. Fabulous. Let's get another look like this. Look at that. Very shiny, very natural, very kind of euphoria. And when I say natural, I actually mean these are my natural nails. And you can see them. You can see through their little nakey. It makes me want donuts. Yeah, here, let's get that shot. Glazed donut, bitches. 2023's hottest nail trend, glazed donut nails. Don't you want a bite? I'm not really big on freehanding because it's just like so tedious and I never know if it's gonna work out. But I guess if you take your time, you exercise patience, it's been 3 hours, then you could get this look. The minimalist trend reminds me of the like no makeup look, except in this case, in order to do the minimalist nail art that we just did, it took just as long, if not longer, to get like a crazy ass like one of these looks, you know what I mean? And I don't like that because it's just it's like actually inauthentic when you think about it. If you actually want minimalist nail art, then you need to spend way less time doing it. But everything we just did, the number of layers to get there is like, you know, you might as well just do like the most holo. Who is she? It looks so weird. Like from far away, it does look like kind of that like natural look with a little bit of, you know, TikTok girly aesthetic. I'm happy with the outcome. I'll take pictures of it. I could take some pictures of this, you know. Thank you guys so much for joining me on this 2023 year in review. See y'all later. Bye.